tears back. We put the bang and bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's wild card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Brooklyn Barons and the Dallas Cowboys. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Let's go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 64 yards.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamar Chase.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
It's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Lance. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down at 7. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got 1st down, 2.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
21-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18, Robert. 18, 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. And this one too low.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. So line of of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. The Lance going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left.
That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Check. Cowboy 80.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Warriors 17. Mustang 19.
Back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
York able to send this one through. And the route is on.
It's 24-0.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Barons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So first and 10 now from the 30.
19 strikes, 19 strikes, 60 measure, 50 measure.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
On the set,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Lance. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 19 right!
They'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game.
And the pressure gets to him again. Trayvon Walker, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. To throw, it's Lance. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Lance.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go. Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Buffalo 18. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Lance.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they...
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
On play action, Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
And that's caught inside the 30. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary, who else? He's in there for